Hi, I'm Suzanne Natbony and I'm a licensed California attorney. And
Hi, I'm Patricia Rodriguez. I'm also a licensed California attorney.
we're going to talk about traffic tickets because almost everyone gets them. And I first wanted to mention my friend Alex Carroll wrote these amazing books. So first of all, if you can get a chance to read this is Speeding Excuses That Work. This is before you have to call the lawyer. So if we don't want to advise you to use the excuses in this book, we're just saying this book is out there. This is a friend of mine. He wrote this book. Beat the Cops. This is the guide to fighting your traffic tickets. This has a lot of helpful information that sometimes even a lawyer will advise you to use. So I suggest checking these out. These books are very inexpensive. You can buy them online versus having to pay a lawyer's hourly rate. So we're going to mention traffic tickets because a lot of people contact us for various legal issues, and traffic tickets usually people end up paying because it's not worth it to pay for a lawyer when you can just pay the traffic citation. But now we're doing a video that we're going to tell you to watch instead of having to talk to us about what your traffic citation is. So Patricia, what's your experience with traffic tickets?
Well, certainly the number one thing to realize with the traffic ticket is that if you just show up, it probably is going to get dismissed. Because when you show up to court, the police officer has to show up to court too. If the police officer doesn't show up because he's got other things that he has to attend to, then your case will be dismissed. So before you pay that ticket, go to court. See if you can't just get the whole thing thrown out.
I wanted to mention that you can also do trials by written declaration. And I wanted to specifically talk about speeding tickets because I know a lot of my clients have gotten speeding tickets and they've asked me how to get out of them because they get them so frequently and they're busy professionals. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to try to argue that if you're in California, that you were driving at a reasonable and prudent speed. The conditions were sunny, no traffic on the road, you had great visibility. That's the most important thing that you want to make in the argument. Then you want to start talking about how maybe the radar wasn't properly calibrated. Maybe the speed limit is artificially low. Maybe there's a speed trap. California bans speed traps. Now, these are California rules, but I do have clients who've been in other states who have gotten out of their tickets based on these similar principles because other states might have these laws too. So I would urge you to try to get the case dismissed with the trial by written declaration. And then if you have to go to court because maybe you're going to appeal it or use another type of process, or because you're going to go to court without writing the written declaration, then try to make those arguments.
So yes, what's important is whether it's an infraction for jaywalking or it's an infraction for speeding or whatever type of infraction it is. One, don't ignore it. It's not going to go away. Two, before you reach out to an attorney, go ahead and respond by declaration and try to see if they'll dismiss it. Like Suzanne said, the benefit here is that you get to put your defense forward and you're not really going to get cross-examined. So based on your declaration alone, it's possible that they're going to dismiss the case. If they don't dismiss it at that point, then show up to court because again, this isn't going to just go away. And if you fail to appear, they're going to add on fees. Each time you fail to appear, that's a $300 increase for their time and for you not being there. So depending on what type of infraction it is, if it's an infraction for, say, a suspended license or for a non-insurance, you didn't have your insurance when you got pulled over. Well, those things can be turned into misdemeanors if the city attorney believes that you aren't participating in the legal process. So don't let something go from bad to worse to the worst, okay? Make sure that you either, one, trial by declaration, or go to court and be there for trial. That way, if the officer doesn't show up, it can be dismissed. Now, what if the officer does show up? Well, then ask the judge at that point if you can settle with them by agreeing to the infraction, but taking driving school so that it's then removed and it doesn't give you a point on your driving record. So just know that it needs to be dealt with. You have to do something. And if you follow these instructions, you're likely to be able to resolve it in a better way.
I think that was an amazing response. I really don't have anything else to add besides just mentioning that if you do have issues that are traffic citations, you can obviously contact us and we can try to help you guide you through it. Thanks.